Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Friday, June 8th. All right, the best iPhone option yet looks like it's going to be on Sprint's network. Now, Sprint already had the only unlimited plan option for the iPhone, and they are getting ready to make that deal a little bit sweeter. Even if you haven't needed or considered a prepaid iPhone before, this might be the time to do so, regardless. You see, going forward, by the end of the month, Sprint is going to start offering a prepaid iPhone option. Now, the iPhone 4S, for example, would cost $649. That is even more than Leap Wireless, which announced a prepaid plan that looked pretty good last week. It's a little bit more for it, but the overall monthly plan, once you get going, well, it's going to be a much better deal with Sprint. Sprint is going to start plans for the iPhone 4S prepaid at $30 per month. And it looks like you'll have complete unlimited options for under $50 a month. The plans by Leap Wireless for the iPhone were going to start at $55 a month. Now, when you take a look at this, it's probably the best overall deal out there for the iPhone. And if you go ahead and you sign a 2-year contract with Verizon or AT&T, sure, you'll get the iPhone for $199, but you're also likely going to be paying more than $100 a month to use that iPhone, right? So at between $30 to $50 per month, you'll easily make back that money by the time you're done with your iPhone and move on to the next product. So consider this prepaid option by Sprint, their Virgin Mobile unit, that's coming out at the end of the month. I think they've got something there. And all this competition, if nothing else, it's good for us because it'll help keep things more competitive, bring down prices. Coke is fighting back, and Mayor Bloomberg and the folks in New York. Coke ended up releasing information yesterday that showed over the most recent decade they haven't had information for, that overall sugary beverage soda consumption was down 39%. Makes sense as more beverages have been introduced over the last decade, right? But anyway, as soda consumption was down 39%, childhood obesity rates increased from 7 to 13%, nearly doubled, showing a piece of evidence that suggests that significantly decreased soda consumption didn't stop obesity from nearly doubling. In any event, I like passing along this type of information because the last thing we want, and I think we can all agree that if you drink a bunch of high-cal soda, not a lot of good's gonna come out of that. But ultimately, do we really want the nanny state where they're sitting there going, "Hold on, is that a 20-ouncer? I'm sorry, you got to come with us." I mean, please, really? So anyway, interesting. And plus, Coke, I'm from Atlanta. It's almost a religion. Ben Bernanke, he's not going to screw us right now. No, I mean like quantitative easingly screw us. That's what I mean. Ben Bernanke, a little bit worried about quantitative easing. Part 3, buying our own debt, creating more money. They watered down our money supply by 13% through the first 2 rounds, the most recent one that ended last May. Well, the good news is, out of his speech yesterday, while he says that he'll do anything if needed, right now it appears clear that they're not going to end up doing QE3, monetizing our debt, which is good news for us because otherwise, dollar in your pocket would become worth less. And things like oil, gas, food, grocery store would have all become more expensive necessarily out of that process. Facebook has created a new app center, so it's a good place for developers to go and participate, and it's also a good place for you to see all the different Facebook apps that are optional. Now, it's not competitive with the other app stores. In fact, this one pretty much takes you straight to Apple's app store and lets you download things from there, but it's cool that you get to see everything that you have available to you for Facebook in one place. And by the way, the iPad's biggest competition, the iPad. Not only is iPad gaining market share back again, on its way from the 60s to over 70% in tablet market share, but the best overall selling tablet is the new iPad. And far and away, the number 2 best-selling tablet, with 41% of all of the Apple tablet sales, still the iPad too. So cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours. We'll see you Monday.